How long can you run an Arduino using a 9-volt battery? I bought a kit like this. It actually comes with a wall-mounted barrel connector, but sometimes I like to use it with just a little 9-volt battery that you can plug in the back of the Arduino. Something happened with my Arduino Nano. We're not blaming anybody. We're not singling anybody out. We just have to move on, okay? Let me show you this Google sheet I made to calculate all this. So this light blue section here is the amp hours for the different brands and battery types. I made a little slot here where we can change the value. And then down here, the time that it runs is the battery capacity divided by the device current. So let's look over here at the standby amperage for the Mega. That means this draws 50 milliamps. Or how many hours can we run this thing? So let's figure that out right now. So we're going to say this cell equals here, and we're going to add dollar signs to lock it to this cell, and we're going to divide it by this value here. Now watch this. I'm going to hit this check mark, and I learned all the other run times for this battery. So the Mega in standby mode can run 12 hours on an alkaline battery, for example, the Duracell. Same as the Uno, and the Nano, since it draws so little current, because it's so tiny, it can do 30 hours in standby. Now, the other thing we have to understand is that these Arduinos, they run at the maximum amperage. So these can only supply, in our case, a half an amp before it'll start destroying itself. The Uno and the Nano are much smaller at 200 milliamps or 0.2 amps, right? So let's figure out those cases. How long can we run a 9-volt battery under the full load of these devices? And we're going to do here, C, 3 divided by here. And we'll drag that down. So check that out. We can run 1.2 hours with this 9-volt battery under full load, and the Nano is 3 hours. So now we understand only this criteria, only the alkaline criteria. So let's jump over here to the most extreme one. The lithium battery has 1.2 amp hour capacity. So we're just going to hit equals this cell. And watch, everything auto-populates. So now our standby case, look, it really jumped up. The Mega can run a full day. The Nano can run 60 hours. And likewise, the Nano under full load can make it 6 compared to the Mega, which is 4.2 hours, right? I mean, I love all this here, and you can kind of see all the different scenarios. And then let's just do our last worst case scenario. We're going to equal this carbon zinc battery here. I think these are like, they typically use it for smoke detectors or something. But look, this is the worst case scenario. 8 hours for the Omega and the Uno. The Nano gets you by with 20 hours, and then it can't even make it a full hour on the Mega with this battery.